You wanna give me the best. You wanna give me the best that you have. Woo. Your grace, give me things I don't deserve. I didn't earn it. I think I'm worthless. Yeah. You took me from the bottom and told me I'm the head. I didn't give you nothing. You gave me love instead.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor Travels and I am a flight attendant for a major airline, and I make YouTube videos about flight attendant life. So today, as you guys can see from the title above, I'm going to be doing the flight attendant tag. The lovely Oakland Woods tagged me on YouTube maybe about a month ago now. I know I'm kind of late on this tag, but yeah, I'm doing it now. So she tagged me. If you guys aren't subscribed to her channel, go over to her channel, watch her video, and then come back to mine, or watch it after this. So I really wanted to do this tag. I think it's a really cool tag. It's an interesting concept. There's tags for everything on YouTube if you guys have been a YouTube watcher for a long time. So I really wanted to do this video for a while now. And when I first got tagged in it, I didn't want to know the questions because I didn't want to, like, you know, have it in the back of my mind of what their answers were. So I never did watch any of the flight attendant tag videos. So now after I make this video, I'll be able to do that. So hopefully it's recording right now. The first question is, how long have you been a flight attendant? I've been a flight attendant for a year and about a month now. So hey, I finally passed my 1 year mark. I will be making a 1 year update video coming soon, but yeah, I've been a flight attendant for a year now. Number 2, did you always want to be a flight attendant? Not always. I am 23 and I think I kind of decided that I wanted to be a flight attendant when I was 20. I think I was a junior in college at the time, and I don't know where exactly I got the inspiration verbatim to become a flight attendant, but I know I was watching Amanda Dubé here just for her like fashion and her hair videos, and I discovered that she had became a flight attendant. I thought that was really cool that she was traveling and seeing the world, and I knew a couple of people in my college that were flight attendants. So I knew at that point I wanted to become a flight attendant. I thought about quitting school and just going ahead and starting the career, but my mom wasn't having none of that. So that's kind of where I began being interested in becoming a flight attendant. Why did you put a flight attendant? Because ever since I was young, maybe like if you guys followed me on my other channels when I was growing up, I've been on YouTube for a long time, maybe since I was like 14. So yeah, almost 10 years I've been making YouTube videos. But yeah, on my other channel, I'm really interested in like Japanese and like Japanese culture and just different cultures in general, but more so Japanese because of like anime and like their culture and just everything. So if you watch my other channel, you'll know what I'm into. So when I was 16, I did a study abroad in Japan, in Nagano, Japan for 6 weeks. And I got a scholarship to go. Everything was kind of pretty much paid for, and from that moment on I knew I had to get a job and like traveling and seeing the world and learning about different cultures and different people. And from that I kind of like went into like more of a business aspect because I didn't know what I could do to want to become like to be able to fly somewhere and make money just doing that. Like flight attendant had never really come across my mind until I got into college and I saw other people doing it. So I was like, oh, that'd be a cool job to have. I didn't realize how accessible that job was, how many options and how many different ways you could go about getting the job. So that's kind of like why I became a flight attendant. I always was interested in learning about different people and different cultures, and this kind of like opened the door into me being able to do that whenever I want to, even on my days off. If I want to go explore a different place, I can. So that was pretty much why I wanted to become a flight attendant. I hope that wasn't like too rambly. I'm trying not to ramble in my answers, so you guys can just get to know me a little bit better. Number 4, in your opinion, what is the 3 best parts of being a flight attendant? Well, obviously Are they calling me? I'm in my crash pad. Yes! What? They call my name and they don't tell me what they want. But what's the 3 best parts of being a flight attendant? Well, obviously the travel benefits, because I can go whenever I want, anywhere, and it really doesn't cost me anything. But you guys already know that, at least from watching other flight attendant videos. Another good part is that you don't really work with the same people all the time, so that's a good benefit, at least for me. When I was working kind of like a 9-to-5 kind of office job, it was like if I had a problem with somebody at work, like I knew I was gonna see them the next day and I was gonna see them the next day and I was gonna have to deal with that problem. This kind of takes away that issue because like I could work with somebody on a 3-day trip or I could work with somebody on a 1-day trip and I probably won't work with them again. And even when you hold a line, which is like a set schedule, you can see who's working those trips, and if it's somebody that you don't like, you can trade out of that trip or drop it completely. So you can just avoid that confrontation stuff with people, which is a good thing to me. I like coming to work, hang out with people that I do like, but like sometimes I would go to work and I just didn't like them. For whatever reason, I might not have liked them, so I don't want to work with them. Now I don't have to worry about that. And what's the 3rd one? Just the lifestyle in general. Like, I love that I can work 6 days in a row. Like, I can put all my work days pretty much together and be off for a set amount of time. Like this month I worked 6 days and then I was off 2 days. I worked 6 days and now I'm off for 1 day. And now I just need to work 6 more days and then I'll be off for like 8 or 9 days, which is perfect. Like, I love that flexibility. I love that I can move my days around for the most part and I can kind of get the days that I need off. I don't always get the days that I need. Like sometimes I might want one specific day to try and go to a concert or something, but for the most part, I like big blocks of days off, or I like to have 4 or 5 days off so I can go home, or I can go and hang out with somebody, or I can go to like a different country and explore for a couple of days. Like, I love that about my job. You can't do that with a lot of jobs. A lot of jobs you work Monday through Friday, or you work just mornings, or you work just nights, or you flip-flop between the two. And it's kind of hard to like plan stuff around that. And just for me, it works out that way where it's really easy for me to be able to do things with this job because the scheduling is pretty much perfect, at least for my lifestyle it is. The next question is number 5. What are your 3 least favorite parts about being a flight attendant? For one, the bases, at least with my airline, I did not research this, and I encourage anyone who's trying to be a flight attendant to research the bases because you can be sent to any one of their bases at any point in time. Research the bases that your airline has because I did not think I was going to be based in San Fran, and if I did get based in San Fran, I didn't think I was going to be here as long as I've been here. I've been here for a complete year now. Actually, yesterday was like the anniversary of us coming to this crash pad. So that's one of my least favorite things is this base. Another thing is just the pay. The pay is not great starting out. It's like okay, it's enough to live on, but it's definitely a pay cut from like a regular 9-to-5 job. It's an easier job, I think, for the most part than a 9-to-5, but you definitely make less starting out. In the long run, I'm gonna make a lot of money, but right now I'm not making enough, especially to live in San Fran. Like, it's not enough. Even a good paying job in San Francisco is not enough in San Francisco, which is why they go hand in hand. The 3rd thing is, maybe, I don't know. Those are 2 of the biggest issues that I have with being a flight attendant. maybe sometimes working with just negative people who don't like the job but they're doing it anyway, but that's gonna be in any job that you do. There's gonna be people that are just doing it because they've been doing it for so long and they have so much seniority and they make so much money now because they've been with the company for so long. So they're really negative sometimes, and a lot of people are, I guess, mean for no reason. So I mean, that's pretty much the third thing. Maybe living further away from home, but that kind of goes into my first and my second least favorite thing about being a flight attendant. So yeah, number 6, what is your favorite beauty health tip when flying? Keep your skin moisturized, okay? I did not realize how much a girl needed lotion until you start flying. Like, even when I put on lotion, no matter what, like, skin is gonna be dry. Skin is gonna be dry no matter what. Hair is gonna be dry. Like, just keep everything moisturized. I still don't do it as often as I should, and I still, like, now it's affecting my body. Like, I'm ashy all the time. I put in lotion like 2 hours ago and I can end up being ashy again. It's just my skin is so dry. I drink so much water now. And my favorite tip is just to stay moisturized. Keep your hair moisturized, keep your hands moisturized, keep your body moisturized, keep your face and skin, everything moisturized. Number 7, what was the toughest thing about training? The toughest thing about training, because training wasn't really that tough to me, and maybe it's because I've been in college and it just reminded me of school, but the toughest thing was every day having to sit in class and just listen. Like, just listen to people talk. PowerPoints and talking. Like, I am more of a visual learner. I love interacting. I can stay in class all day if we're doing stuff like that. But Lord help me, I could have had 10 hours of sleep the night before, been wide awake, but as soon as we get into class and we're just sitting there listening to someone read off of a piece of paper to go along with this PowerPoint, like, I'm dead to the world. I listened, but it was so hard. That was the hardest thing to do. It was 6 weeks. For like 3.5 or 4 of those weeks, that's all we did was PowerPoints, talking, and it's presentations, and you're just sitting there taking notes. Like, I think I learned how to fall asleep with my eyes open, honestly. That was the toughest thing about training. Hands down, that was it. How do you balance relationships and work? Well, people know that I'm a flight attendant. It's not anything that I keep hidden or anything like that. So I have learned to tell people up front that, hey, I'm not gonna be there all the time. You have to let me know if you want me to come to this event, if you want me to come to like a birthday party, bridal shower, baby shower, anything like that. You need to let me know a month ahead of time so I can take off work. Like, you can't tell me something 2 weeks before it's about to happen and expect me to be able to come. I'm very upfront and honest with people, so I expect that in return. But as far as like friends and hanging out and things like that, it's kind of pretty much like I'm at a point where we're all like experiencing life. We're all at the beginning of our adult lives for the most part, and everyone has things going on. So like, I'm a flight attendant, but my friend may be getting married and, you know, having kids and doing that thing. So they're busy with that. I'm busy with my part of my life. When we have free time, we'll hang out. Like, when I had a layover in Dallas the other day, I called my friend and I went to go hang out with her. So it was cool because I hadn't seen her in a long time, and she came and picked me up and we had fun. And then another time, for instance, when we went to Amsterdam, I went to go visit my other friend that was working in Amsterdam for 3 months. And the time before that, I've met my friends at anime conventions to hang out. So it's nothing where I have to hang out with them all the time. It's nothing hard. It's no hard feelings if I can't hang out for like one weekend when they're all hanging out together, because I'm not the only one in this position. So I don't really have a relationship per se, like a romantic relationship. But if I am talking to a guy or whoever, I kind of let them know up front, like, hey, I'm a flight attendant. Hey, I need, like, this needs to be a trustworthy relationship. Like, I'm not typically a jealous person. I don't need you to be a jealous person. As long as we have some kind of understanding at the end of the day, it can work. So that's kind of how I've been balancing it so far. I haven't had any serious issues with it. So that's how I've been dealing with that one. I'll do a video on it whenever I do get in a serious relationship. But for right now, I'm just chilling. If you weren't a flight attendant, what would you be doing? I would probably be working for an apartment complex. Like, I probably would have tried to move up within the job that I had in college. Like, in college, I was a leasing consultant for a like college apartment style living. And I guess probably would have, like everyone else there, they kind of stayed within that realm, and they kind of either moved up to like a management position, and then they went to another like base, I guess you can say, or another city, another state, and they moved up doing that, or they stayed within like the realtor. So yeah, this is the 4th time my camera has like shut off because it's overheating. But we're just gonna keep rolling right along. I really loved the job. It was really fun, easy. Like, the environment was great. I probably would have kept doing that and probably just moved somewhere else. Yeah, I probably would have ended up doing that, or trying to find something with a study abroad company, and maybe trying to work like with the nonprofit organization, trying to get kids to be able to study abroad and get scholarships like I did when I was in high school. I still kind of want to do that, but San Francisco, I don't want to do it here. So when I end up transferring, I'll probably try and do something with the company I went through, which was Youth for Understanding USA. So yeah, when I transfer, I'll probably try and get involved with that more so as either a side job or as a volunteer opportunity. But yeah, those are the 2 jobs I probably saw myself doing if I didn't get this flight attendant job. But I wasn't thinking like that. I knew I was gonna get this job, and I had it in my mind that I was gonna get it. So that's kind of why I got it, I think. 10, what is your favorite layover? My favorite layover hotel is the one in Las Vegas. And it's the short layover, because our long layover is the Trump Hotel, and I don't want to stay there because it's Trump. But yeah, my favorite hotel domestically is that. Internationally, my favorite hotel is probably Shanghai. Shanghai was my favorite hotel. It is the best room ever. I don't think I have any clips of it. I might have had it on Snapchat, but I got that trip like back in November or October sometime. But yeah, that trip was awesome. I love that trip. I love the crew. It was just a great trip. What is your favorite flight route? I don't have a line, so I can't really say if I have like a one favorite route, but I love flying trips where it's 1 leg a day or 2 legs a day, and the flight, like, I don't like doing transcons. If I do a transcon, which for example is like a San Francisco to Newark or San Francisco to, I think Chicago counts, and Boston, like those are very long trips. And normally, typically with my company, you don't get long layovers when you do those long trips. But I can do 2 legs a day, I can do 1 leg a day. Those are great. I'll do a 6-day with 2 legs a day. That's fine. I love those, especially if you get like decent layovers, like more than 15 hours or so. I just love that. So I don't have routes because I'm a straight reserve and we don't have lines for the most part. So that's my answer to that. Who are your flight attendant inspirations? Well, first and foremost, I watched The Pretty Passenger a lot when I was applying to be a flight attendant. I'm gonna take this question like, who did I watch when I was trying to be a flight attendant and who kind of helped me? So I like The Pretty Passenger because she did a lot of videos, and she still does a lot of videos, and she thinks of things that are like outside of the box. Like, things that I would have never imagined to do, and they kind of helped me like see inside the life a little more. As far as vlogs, like Fly with Stella, she like is like the queen of flight attendant vlogs, like hands down. I love her personality. It's so bubbly, upbeat, and just she makes so many vlogs, and it was just so easy to see the life of an actual flight attendant when I was watching her videos. Ebony, if I like could find the messages, I would put like the messages I sent her of me going to my first like initial interview, or not initial interview, but my face-to-face interview, and I did not know if the dress I was wearing was gonna be okay, so I sent it to her, and she messaged me back and kind of like gave me some tips and advice and like wished me good luck. So those are like the 3 main flight attendants that helped me a lot. I saw some other male flight attendants here and there, like certain videos really helped me. There was one guy's video, I'll put it down in the description box. He kind of like told you how to act and how to present yourself and how to sit and how to talk to people when you're at your face-to-face interview, which those tips really helped a lot for me right before my face-to-face interview. So it was really helpful. But yeah, those 3 women basically are my inspirations. So yeah. How has your life changed since becoming a flight attendant? Well, now instead of 1 roommate, I have 13 other roommates. I've been to like so many different countries in 1 year. It's crazy. Like places I would have never wanted to go to, I've been to. Places that I've wanted to always go to, I've been to. And I still have a list of places that I want to go and I want to do. I've been able to take my family to places they want to go. I took my brother to Japan, and I took my mom to Sydney, and my dad wants to go to Mexico, so I'll end up taking him at some point. But yeah, it's changed my life a lot, because now it's like, yeah, life is kind of hard with a little bit of money, but it's also really fun. It's stressful. There are other people in the same exact situation living and sleeping right next to you, so it's kind of like we all have an understanding of each other. But yeah, life is really different now. I am at a point in time where I'm trying to like balance my old life with my new life, because I'm tired of living in a crash pad, and I also want to have at least my own room like I did before when I was in college. So I'm working on trying to get that to be more like my old way, like my living. I want to live like my old life, but I want to be open and explore my new life kind of deal. So I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but that's just what I'm trying to do. But yeah, it's pretty much changed for the better when I don't think about the money. But we're not gonna think about that, okay? What is your advice for anyone looking to become a flight attendant? Keep trying. You know, if you're already a flight attendant and you know you're not making a lot of money, keep at it. If you don't like it, look for another airline, you know? I mean, if you want to become a flight attendant, do it. Like, don't have plan B in your mind, don't have plan C in your mind. Just set a goal, put it in front of you. I had become a flight attendant on my like dream board when I was graduating college. Like I had like 6 goals that I wanted to do, and even though I only got like 4 out of the 6 goals for the end of the year, that was still pretty good, and it just kind of kept me motivated. Like I would look up every day. Like I spent so much time trying to become a flight attendant. If you put a lot of time and a lot of effort into something, it will eventually come to pass. Like it will work out for you whenever it's supposed to work out. You might not get your first choice of airline. You might not get the first, you might not get the first welcome letter into that airline or whatever, but it will all work out when it's supposed to work out. And as long as you work hard, you try hard, you will become a flight attendant. You will become whatever you go out to set your mind to do. So that's kind of like my advice. I have other videos and that talk a little bit more in depth about that, and I don't want to go on a tangent, you know, because this will be a very long video, and I haven't made a video in a long time, so maybe that's why I'm rambling. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching, guys. That is the end of the tags. So yeah, I think everyone pretty much has been tagged at this point, but I am gonna tag 3 more people and I'll put their names here. So I tag you guys. Their links are down below. Make sure to go tell them that I tagged them in the flight attendant tag. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I haven't been around recently, but I got a new setup, as you guys can see, and I got myself like an area. I made lemon out of lemonade. I made lemonade out of lemon. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Yeah, so I did that, and now I have like a suitable recording somewhat area studio. If I didn't mention before, I'm in the garage of my crash pad. So yeah, this is where I'm going to be recording some of my videos from now on. So I hope you guys don't mind. I hope you guys appreciate the setup. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll check you guys out on the next video. Bye.